I'd like to begin by reading the scriptures in Exodus chapter 30, verse 22. It says, "Moreover, the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Take thou also unto thee principal spices of pure myrrh, 500 shekels, and of sweet cinnamon, half as so much, even 250 shekels, and of sweet calamus, 250 shekels, and of cassia, 500 shekels, after the shekel of the sanctuary, and of the olive a hin. And thou shalt make it an oil of holy ointment, an ointment compound after the art of the apothecary. It shall be a holy anointing oil. And thou shalt anoint the tabernacle of the congregation therewith, and the ark of the testimony, and the table and all the vessels, and the candlestick and his vessels, and the altar of incense, and the altar of burnt offering with all his vessels, and the laver and his foot. And thou shalt sanctify them, that they may be most holy. Whatsoever toucheth them shall be holy. And thou shalt anoint Aaron and his sons, and consecrate them, that they may minister unto me in the priest's office. And thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel, saying, This shall be a holy anointing oil unto me throughout your generations." Now see, during the Mosaic period, there was special oils designated by God to sanctify or set apart the entire congregation of the Hebrew people and their genealogy. Within that group, he had another portion that was a remnant that came out of that, the tribe of the Levites, and he anointed them as the cohanim, the priest. And this was a ritual anointing of the priesthood that distinguished them for the temple service. Now, according to Rabbi R.A. Kaplan's theory of this in Torah, he says that there was a special anointing and separation in the anointing, but also that was set apart by their DNA and their cells that continue throughout the generations. Now, that's a big statement to make, that they were set apart in their DNA, but today's technology has been able to prove that there is an existence of the Y chromosomes that has been set apart in the DNA of Aaron's descendants. And to this day, they have rabbis sitting at Wailing Wall, Jerusalem, that are taking swab tests and are able to determine those that are part of the priesthood. Isn't that something? That to me is pretty amazing. But what we're going to find out tonight is that, in fact, that the oils that the Lord prescribed in scriptures for the use of setting apart the priesthood do in fact reach down into our DNA and restructure and regenerate cells, which is a pretty amazing thing. Now, in Janet McBride's book of Scriptural Essence, and she writes about the secrets of the Kohanim, she says that the power and the mystique of the fragrances has been captured by men and women throughout the generations and over centuries. But now there's something specific about the spices and oils that are mentioned in the Bible because it became a part of their culture. And in fact, they were not only used for priestly duties, but they also used them for hospitality. When a guest came into their home from his dusty travels, they would wash their feet and anoint them. They also used them for purposes of therapeutic and for medicines and for healing. And so it was an expression of Jewish hospitality to this. We see this in the book of Genesis where Abraham did it. Remember when he had the 3 angels that visited him? We know that Jesus was also anointed with oil when he went to people's homes, remember? We see that in the Gospels several times. And now today, this is actually still a part of the Jewish culture. They have the Hadalah service, which is after the Shabbat, where they use the spices as a way of savoring that fragrance of the day and remembering what Yahweh did for them. And so we know that the scriptures tells us too that God not only did that, but to set apart the priesthood, but he also gave us the medicines to use these herbs and oils for healing purposes.